Okay, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys today 4 books I found. Okay, 4 books that I have found to be extremely interesting. It is my goal one day to own a library in my own home. So I collect books for sure, and I definitely enjoy a good catalog. So very diversified in the books. The first one that I want to share with you guys is called First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston. I'm not sure. Okay, so you can see it for yourself. This girl, her boss sends her on these missions, gives her like an identity, gives her money, and she builds relationships. She gains access to these people and whatever the information is that her boss is telling her to inquire about or to get. She gets information, gives it to her boss, off to another mission. I've never read a book like this, so this was very interesting. It has about less than 400 pages. It's altogether like 394 or 374. I don't remember. The second one that I'm going to introduce you guys is called The Chef. So James Patterson is not an unfamiliar name in the book world. If you are a true reader, then you have heard that name before. It was so good. Altogether, this book has 381 pages. It's taken in New Orleans. Sold me there. Like, it's about a chef who was a cop. While on duty, he shot a young black man that was in a gang. The gang is not fucking with him. Okay, they is not fucking with him. He did get off on the case, but then they did lay him off. What's fire about him is that he's a chef. His heart and his passion anyway was being a chef. He has a food truck, so he has this food truck, the Killer Chef. Crazy on the name, but anyway, he's known as the Killer Chef because his food is like really, really good. So what's also super cool about this book, all throughout the book, there's recipes. Heavy, heavy, heavy on the New Orleans. James Patterson. I'm sure you can get it off of Amazon. Don't ask me why my books look crazy, y'all. I carry my books with me everywhere. Been to the gym, they've been to the grocery store, they've been to doctor's appointments. Anytime, train rides, anytime I have to wait, I know I'm gonna be waiting. There's idle time. I read. And the third book that I want to introduce to you guys, it is a non-fictional called The Professor and the Madman. Girl, this good book, okay? This was a really, really good book. The main character is one of the leading persons to submit words for when the English dictionary was being developed. It was super interesting. If you are from New Haven, I am from Connecticut. I am from New Haven, Connecticut. You may find this book to be even more interesting because the gentleman, the main character, he was actually from New Haven, Connecticut. He served in the war. He saw a lot of things, caused a lot of traumatic experiences for him to the point where he literally killed somebody and they shipped his ass to Europe in an asylum. They thought he was insane. They thought that he was crazy when really with today's knowledge, with how we have therapy, with how we know what happens for veterans when they come back post-war, really just had a lot of trauma. And they did not have verbiage for that. So they considered him insane. And the last book that I'm going to share with you guys, it's actually not my favorite. This is one I would not recommend. I did not enjoy. The book is called Trust, and it is by Hernan Diaz. This is a Pulitzer Prize winner. It's a New York Times bestseller. So, there's a lot of people in the world that enjoyed it, clearly. I did not. It was just super boring and confusing. If I'm being quite honest, I could not follow the rest and stuff though. Like the first half book is taking place in like early 1900s. The location is like in New York. Most of it, the beginning half is predominantly in New York. Very early stock exchange world. So very interesting to see the description of America during that time, the difference in class, how your financial status really, really impacted where you were. I hope that was helpful. Have a good day, guys. Ooh, there you go.